Hello, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the special edition of Matt Special Times, The Burning Truth. Hi there, folks. We're operating on MST today. For anyone who isn't aware what MST is,
Matt Standard Time!
It's Matt Standard Time. One of us fell asleep.
One of us has been doing other business, as in like his side work.
That's weird. One of us used to go to work every Saturday and still made the show on time.
You went up at 5 o'clock this morning.
Oh, diddums.
No excuse. Coffee.
Do I look like
That was an evil.
Do I look like I drink coffee?
One of us used to go out on the piss the night before, wake up in time for football, carry on, and still make it to the studio in time.
Oh, but at least you still had your time to have your coffee, your
Don't
rest,
drink coffee.
or your pop. You still had enough to have your downtime. But anyway,
You had your downtime, it's called your hand.
I wish I did have that downtime. Unfortunately, it just wasn't happening.
Caught wind of Marcus weren't working.
How did you know?
Yeah, so it's a special edition. Obviously, Martin's back after being away for a couple of weeks.
AKA Loverboy.
Obviously, it's a bit like a boomerang. The further away I chuck him,
He
the
keeps
longer
coming
it
back.
takes for him to come back. I'm aiming for Dudley next time.
Dudley.
What the fuck was that?
What?
I apologise for any yam-yams that are actually offended by that shit impersonation.
Coming from you! Of all people who does it on a regular basis.
I never do it live on air.
Bull!
Or
Welcome to the wrestling podcast.
Welcome to the broadcast. And I already know that's bull because we've got past episodes with Kelsey.
No, I never do it that bad live on air.
Oh, you mean that bad live now? That's
Yeah.
fine. I accept it was a bad impersonation because I'm not the best at
It's
impersonations.
basically like Porky Pig trying to start up with the... But that's all, folks!
And just to point this out, this isn't the end of the show. This is just the start.
So, on that note, welcome.
What?
It's nice of you finally to join us. You know, it's only been 7 hours and 15 days.
I wonder how long it take you to strum that one up.
Yeah, but nothing compares to you.
Oh, that's sweet of you.
You know,
Little Matty.
you always go wherever you want, and it just doesn't matter.
Wherever I may roam.
You just won't learn to fuck off, though.
No.
That's Kelsey,
That's Kelsey.
the man who learnt to fuck off.
Eventually. Right, shall we get some of the British news straight out the way?
There's British news.
Yes, there is.
Okay.
We actually have more announcements. We have 5 more competitors. 5!
So who's your fave 5 this week?
Say 5 this week for the King of the Kingdom tournament, or in your case, Queen of the Kingdom. I just keep trying to put it out, even though the background banner says King of the Kingdom.
So there's no females.
Possibly, unfortunately. So,
That's the reason why Matt can't go in it.
what's your excuse then?
Mine's Princess.
Oh yeah. We forgot.
You already knows his place.
Wait.
Now go make me a
Right.
potty sandwich.
I will state these are not the following views of Matt Burns of the Burning Truth at whatsoever. We do.
God.
Just give up there.
Now go make me a sandwich, bitch.
You cheated on me with a Subway. Go to Chow.
Right, so the next 5.
The next 5 for the King of the Kingdom. We'll do it in a certain order. Shall I save the best for last? That's for you.
Who's the best? I'm pretty sure she isn't in this match.
No. Somebody who you know. Somebody we've had on our podcast in the past. He knows Kelsey well.
I know who we're on about.
Yes.
It's basically like having Scrappy Doo next to Scooby Doo.
Shaggy?
I don't know.
No.
Ginger. What the hell are you on about?
He thinks the man that can't do anything right is in the.
Oh, you mean the one where you had one job? One job!
I can say with 95% certainty there will be no superheroes in this battle royal.
I can't guarantee that.
I said 95% certainty. There's a person who thinks he's the Blue Arrow, but Blue Arrow isn't a superhero yet.
He is. He's holding out.
He's holding out.
Anyway,
it must be sometime after midnight.
We'll announce him first. He is from Stourbridge. Okay, Stourbridge. Sorry for mispronunciation. He's 5'9".
Normally, you have ripping to us about it.
And it's mispronunciation.
Oh! That face, folks, if you could see this, you would love it.
Right, back to where we were. Would you care to repeat the location, or do you want to knock it out the park one more time?
No,
You did just
we'll carry on. He's 5'9", 13 stone.
Piss right through.
He has wrestled at the following promotions: wrestling in Hinckley, Iron Fist Wrestling, Phoenix Wrestling, Full Force Wrestling, Mammoth Championship Wrestling, Future Championship Wrestling, Venom Wrestling Federation, New Breed Wrestling Association, Wrestle Midlands, Coventry Pro Wrestling Live, Slam Wrestling, United Wrestling, National Wrestling Live, and Alternative Wrestling World.
Can you repeat that for the people that didn't quite hear it?
He actually stuck his arms up with the Rocky grab wave after you read all that.
He is the man that gravity remembers. He is Christopher Drew.
In all fairness, if he's in as good of a shape as we saw him as last time, it was generally in a lot better shape.
He's in fantastic shape.
So he could be one to watch out for, just as long as Scooby doesn't drop kick Scrappy over the top rope. But otherwise, he could be a contender.
Well, in actual fact, as you mentioned, if I'm not mistaken, he actually tags with Mr. Kelsey.
Yes.
As the Elite. Care to say anything?
Have they still got the Walrus managing them?
It depends on certain companies. On some companies, they do. I don't know if they're going for this one. If they do, oh Lord,
that could be funny.
That will be hilarious. But anyway, moving on. We've also got somebody. We've got a few wrestlers from the academy that we actually know.
Yeah.
To announce right now, which is we have Toxic. In case you wonder how it's spelled, it's not spelled the usual way. It's Toxxik. He is 5'9", 10 stone, trained by the Academy Wrestling, and is from Telford. Any input?
No. I've only got to see about 2 minutes of his work because I was busy writing the notes down for the last one, so it'll be interesting to actually be able to watch while we dictate into an actual dictaphone this time.
Right, we have also got you'll recognise this name. I am going to apologise in advance because there's 2 ways to pronunciate this. Or pronounce. Or to dictate. Right? All I'm going to say is Ajax. 'cause I was actually expecting you to jump and going, is he called Ajax?
No, because Ajax is a football team.
Thank you. It's Ajax, who is a 191 pounds, 6 foot, and he is from Wem, which is part of Shrewsbury, trained by the academy. Right, so straight away, we've actually seen his work.
Yeah,
If I'm not mistaken, we were actually
decent high flyer.
decent high flyer, nice build. Has got, I don't know what it is. He's got something about him.
We thought he could have a great match. Like him and Jason Maverick could be one of the best cruiserweight matches you could see this year if someone could put it together.
Oh, that would be a super match. That would be a super match. We have next to announce. We haven't met this gentleman yet ourselves, so this could either potentially be a dark or someone who could catch us off guard. He is CJ Connors. He's 6 foot, 212 pounds. Initially trained by the academy, but has wrestled for EPW and the academy, and is actually from Telford. So we could be a general dark horse who could actually quite surprise us. And next he is a member from the academy. He is a member of the Purge. He is 236 pounds, 5'10". He is from Hereford. He has wrestled Hereford, right? Wrestled for the academy and Shropshire Wrestling Alliance. And if I'm not mistaken, he impressed you with his leaping ability.
Yeah, he's got one of the best vertical leaps since Brock Lesnar.
Pretty much. This man is Joe Black.
The British next big thing.
Potentially. I can also say the man can shift. As much as I've just said he is 236 pounds, the man flows like he's about, 150?
He is the British next big thing.
He's got something going for him, so definitely one to look out for. And I believe that would be the 5 announcements for the King of the Kingdom.
I apologise to anyone who lived in the counties or towns of Stourbridge and Hereford for the butchery that followed the pronunciation of your hometowns or counties.
There he goes again.
All you just do is just take pot shots. You're like an annoying parrot who should be shot. Or at least flicked.
Repeatedly. But no, I will give Matt pronunciation lessons for next week, so he learns how to pronunciate counties right.
Translation, what he means is he'll give me an extra, he'll make sure I've got enough sleep in me, or enough caffeine in me, and slam a dictionary with some road maps and signs and say, speak it!
Remember when you were at school and you had, like, curly kit and all that sort of thing?
Curly kit and kicking kit. So we're going to go back to that. But anyway, we have actually just had some news straight in right now.
Hot off the press
For the academy, which is at the academy special. They actually have a special enforcer at the next show, which is World of Sport legend Marty Jones will be there. So that's going to be quite the interesting dilemma. Would you agree?
Yeah. That's going to be pretty decent.
That's going to be absolutely fantastic, and I actually can't wait to actually go see that first time.
Hopefully front and centre again, with hopefully some of the best seats in the house, minus the deafness, hopefully.
Just get to me, buds.
British news this week, we'd like to congratulate Kim Rocks.
That we do.
Kim Rocks is expecting the birth of her first child. Kim is one of the fastest growing ring announcers on the British scene. So congratulations to the Rocks family.
Yes, congratulations. Nothing but the best. Any more announcements? Any more announcements?
Not on the British front.
Nothing on the British.
Chris Masters is going Hanley April 1st. He will be with PCW in Hanley. I know where I'm going to be April 1st.
Translation. Matt, can I borrow your car?
I don't need to borrow your car. I have a desk.
We do have a desk.
We do have a desk.
We have a desk.
For everyone that's interested, PCW is at Hanley and Fiction. I think it's April 1st. I will. I say I will. Matt will put the poster up on our Facebook page after the show, which will basically tell you where we are. Also, there are the UK Hooligans.
Oh, duck and cover. Whoever's facing them.
So I'll make sure I'm not by the bar or any seating when they're in the ring. And
please, whatever you do, do not bring up the recent issues that occurred recently.
It's a good job it's not an ECW crowd.
Oh, good lord. Good lord, that would be bad.
So, yes. So, that is British news this week.
Yes. Actually, we have one quick update to do with something that we mentioned last week, and it does actually involve the sister of the UK Hooligans, which is to do with Paige. The controversy that happened, just be on good authority that from the looks of things, there is going to be no repercussions to Xavier Woods or towards Paige at all.
However, Brad Maddox can still not get back in WWE. Otherwise, repercussions wouldn't have been felt anyway. But
But then again, do take into account he was using British slang on a UK tour, which upset Vince.
Yeah, but we hope that continues, and we wish them all the best.
We do wish all the best.
So, TNA.
Carry on.
TNA are now working on trying to fight off multiple lawsuits.
No kidding. In actual fact, TNA actually come involved with the British news as well.
Oh yeah, so you've missed the biggest British news off this week.
No, I didn't miss it off. You want to move on?
No, but you asked if there was any other British news this week. So go on, jizz in your pants, and then we can go over to America.
Jizz in me? Sorry, this isn't the song Jizz in My Pants.
No, but this is what you've wanted. Hopefully, it isn't as cheesy as it was on New Year's Eve. Otherwise,
hopefully they work out the Kings. They actually get the camera.
It'll be interesting who does the commentary permanently for it. Because I don't think JR is going to do it permanently.
No, because we do actually have some news to do with JR to bring up, which we'll discuss that later.
Yeah, or deepest condolences.
Yes, but for TNA wrestling,
he almost came early.
Really? Right, for Impact Wrestling, right, not TNA, I do apologise. I have to correct myself because I'm still trying to adjust to the Big Bird. Anthem Impact Wrestling basically are teaming up with World of Sport Wrestling to produce a 10-part series.
So it's basically like their answer to Lucha Underground.
Potentially.
So instead of Lucha, with British Underground World of Sport Wrestling, effectively.
There's been, they're still trying to work out who's going to be on the shows, bookings and show events and everything.
One person we can guarantee that will be there is the World of Sport champion.
If not, then they've made a massive mistake.
So Grado should be there.
Grado should be there.
The Bastard will be there as well, more than probably.
Dave Morales. Or Dave Mastiff. He goes under. He's had many names, so that'll be interesting to see as well. So that's that's going to be interesting to see how that develops. But what's your thoughts and views on the fact that Jeff Jarrett's going to be involved with this?
He'll end up being the World of Sport champion before the 10-part series is over. Anything Jeff Jarrett does, he can't avoid but keep them to point out. They've had Impact Wrestling now for 3 weeks, 3 or 4 weeks, and this week ended with A. Jarrett in the last segment. Why do the owners or the people have to be in the last segment? I don't want to watch Karen Jarrett on tally.
She's here.
I ain't got time for that shit.
She's here. She's here. She's here. Wow. Karen Jarrett's there.
And it focused with trying to make Josh Matthews make it look better when it made it look worse.
It made it look worse. It made us all feel sorry for Josh Matthews.
And no one's got time for that.
Right. Let's put Josh Matthews, make him look like an arsehole to Karen Jarrett, and see if that gets over.
Let's give you 3 or 4 valid points.
Oh.
Every time you come back, you end up going. What every fan's thinking. If you want to turn the Jarrett's face, that's not how to do it.
That's not how to do it. That's not how to do it.
Dress him up as the big blue bird.
I think Karen Jarrett is possibly the only person who can't do the one of Jim Cornette's rules. Leave and actually wait until the fans missed you.
Whose idea was it to put the Jarretts back on screen? And Dutch Mantel, does he really need to be on tally again?
Mm.
And Bruce Pritchard, who wants to see Brother Love back on tally?
He's not Brother Love to me. He's not Brother Love to me.
Never showed you, man.
No. I don't feel the love. Where was the love? Basically, it's not looking great, and I can understand that they're trying to push certain younger talents and whatnot. It's just a lot of it
some
seems
hidden
lost.
gems in that show, but most of the show's painful.
Oh, very painful.
It's like nails on a chalkboard.
And in some aspects, it's great. It's fantastic, and then all of a sudden, from out of nowhere, some chalkboard, nails.
Becky Guerrero.
No, the difference is with Becky Guerrero,
She got hit.
she got hit, and it was purposely meant for. She actually did what she was told to do. Get heat, not X-Pac it, not Karen Jarrett heat, not just be hated for the sake of being there. Shall I continue?
Yeah, so that's been done. I want to talk very briefly about the Hall of Fame. Well, it won't be very briefly because the Hall of Fame's next Friday. So, the Hall of Fame, the inductees are being announced.
Yep.
There's one very polarising, controversial figure who is going to be inducting the Midnight Express into the Hall of Fame.
Can I have a moment? Please.
You've had many moments.
I feel like I need a tissue. The man is our legend.
What part of the show do you give Jim Cornette a live mic?
He's just already wrong for the whole thing.
Oh, good lord.
Make sure it's not PG.
Do you stick him on at the beginning to just get it out of the way? Or do you stick him on halfway through and let it run at a delay so you can edit it out if it's really bad?
Or there's no way it's going to be the last one because that's going to be reserved for Kurt Angle. So straight away it's either the beginning, in the middle, so we can edit. And will he be making comments about buck teeth?
We need Jim Cornette and Jeremy Clarkson on a single show.
Nah.
But they must have made up.
They must have done. They must have, but because well. But then again, if you think about it, Triple H is the man that has been bringing some of the old, but has actually been helping bring some of the old legendary faces back. And Vince does.
Has he announced the Warrior Award yet?
No, you haven't yet.
Well, they've only got
Oh
one
no,
more.
wait, they have. I believe they may have.
Because I haven't seen it announced.
It was more or less. I think they did cover the Warrior Award. It's not. It's not who we thought it was.
That's wrong.
It's not who we thought it was. So, if necessary, fair enough. We understand, but each their own.
But no, we could. So yeah, Jim Cornette inducting the Midnight Express. It could be very good. Hopefully they give Jim Cornette 10 or 15 minutes just to sell some stories, because that would be a good way to start. As long as it's Jim Cornette who's telling funny stories, and he's got 5 or 10 minutes just to make everyone laugh, settle them in, I think that's a good way to start.
It'd be a great way to start.
Who's inducting Beth Phoenix?
Beth Phoenix. I'm trying to figure that one out.
Is that Santino?
That'll either be possibly Santino, or I'm surprised they haven't got Trish for that. Potentially, we'd have to look
Mickey James.
Mickey James is no, but Trish could also do it as well.
Why would Trish do it?
Trish Stratus, because wasn't she inducted?
What?
She hasn't been inducted, has she?
Who, Trish Stratus?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's been inducted, but
exactly. But
what impact did Trish have on Beth Phoenix's career?
So I can see what you're saying in regards to it.
Because obviously we know John Cena's inducting Kurt Angle. We've got Cornette inducting the Midnight Express.
Oh, you just missed Martin's face when you mentioned Cena.
Oh, never mind, he'll get over it.
No, I won't.
I now know who is actually announcing Beth Phoenix.
Go on.
Good pick, actually. She actually tag teamed with her.
Natalia.
Yes.
Oh, yes, I forgot it was Natalia. That's a decent choice.
Very decent choice. Very. Quite a bit of heritage and a bit of history together. As they did actually work well together.
As a tag team.
Yeah. Which I thought was interesting.
Who else has been inducted this year?
Rick
Teddy
Rude.
Long has been inducted by the APA. That'll
Yes.
be funny.
He is.
Rick Rude. Who's inducting Rick Rude into the Hall of Fame?
I'm just trying to find that one out for you. I'm not sure if he's actually been announced. That one hasn't.
Oh, yes. But no, it'll be interesting because they'll have one more person to induct in this Monday before the class is finalised ready for Friday night. NXT, that's the Saturday.
Yep.
That should be interesting. It could be Nakamura's last NXT show.
That it is. And they've also recently had a debut on there.
On NXT.
Yes.
Who's debuted?
Heidi Lovelace.
From Shine.
Shimmer, Shine, and a few other wrestling companies. She actually is a phenomenal
When's
wrestler.
Nixon getting her debut? Has Nixon been announced as signing her contract over there yet?
Nixon?
Yeah.
Not 100%. I know Kimberly's also been wrestling as well.
Yeah, she's still doing a bit on the indies though with Ring of Honor.
That she is. And Heidi Lovelace is actually, in case anybody wants to know what her new wrestling name is, because she's not under Heidi Lovelace, she's actually wrestling under Ruby Riott.
Did you know, your useless fact knowledge of the week, that Madison Rayne actually goes out with Josh Matthews?
Yes, I know about that. We've actually announced this previously. If I recall, we were both in dire shock, dire straits, didn't know how to put our hands. We were like, how the hell? But we're not going to question it.
Well, I'm going to leave that statement there for anyone.
Pick at the bones.
He likes to pick at it.
But no, I'm looking forward to the Hall of Fame this year, just for Jim Cornette. Just for that 5 or 10 minutes. If it's anything like the Freebirds was last year, it'll be entertaining.
It's always going to be entertainment. It is going to be entertaining, and it's going to be fantastic.
Certain speeches are better than others.
It is, but here's the thing. do not expect Cornette to do his usual, his joke finish and everything. Because,
Thank you, fuck you, have a nice day.
Oh, thank you, fuck you, goodbye. It's not going to be that, because here's the thing: he has the utmost respect in regards to the legends and everything, and he does give credit where credit is due.
If this goes right and he impresses them enough, he will be in the Hall of Fame next year. I have no doubt.
He needs to, because the man is
Quite potentially the best manager of the last century.
Yeah.
So it's not this century, the previous century before.
Exactly, and the man knows how to talk, and we've got many, many comical moments and memories from him. Just take into account when he mentions about having one half of the Thrill Seekers.
Lance Storm and Chris Jericho, for anyone who's wondering.
Good
Chris
one.
Jericho tries to flip over the top rope and breaks his wrist.
No, it was his leg. It was actually his leg. He's like, what the hell?
I can't sell tickets to the show with half a Thrill Seeker.
What was it? Is this one the Thrill, or is this one Seeking? I was like, oh my god.
But no, so it should be entertaining. Takeover looks like it could be brilliant. What's rumoured to be happening with the SmackDown Women's title match, because obviously Raw's gone to a fatal 4-way.
Yeah.
SmackDown, you will see the return of Summer Rae.
Ooh. And there's also the potential.
Which she's swapping from Raw to SmackDown.
Yes. There's also the possibility of the former champion, Naomi.
Making her return.
Making her return just in time for WrestleMania.
Please bring Asuka up.
You talk too much.
Just watch her kick crap out of all of them.
Oh, good lord. If I'm not mistaken, there's a possibility for Kelly be involved.
Nikki Bella is not leaving while John Cena is still wrestling.
No, it's more of a one-time deal.
Wrestling?
Martin, you can't judge.
I can wrestle better than that, Sean.
No, you can't.
I can't.
You can't even tell the difference between a wrist lock and a wristwatch.
Everything in wrestling is locked.
You don't even know the difference between a ham sandwich and a hammerlock.
I still won't make one.
He thinks the hammerlock's a type of burger.
Yeah, he does. He always does. Oh, let's get this wrapped up.
Does that come with lettuce?
No!
How about burger relish?
You want fries with that?
That's the only person that thought the cross-faced chicken wing was on the Colonel's KFC menu under extras. He went, does that come with hot sauce?
Can I have a dick with that?
And there I am thinking to myself, we thought Bob Backlund was crazy.
God knows what my standard.
No one has ever met your standard. And believe me, if anybody has actually seen Bob Backlund, how crazy would you say he is?
He's pretty crazy.
He's pretty crazy.
Pretty crazy.
Pretty crazy. Anyway, moving on. Shall we get over to some of the announcements?
Yes.
To do with a Big Show and Shaq.
Gone.
Not happening. Triple H doesn't believe that it was going to be a match anyway at all. He just thought they were just bantering each other.
It would be worse than Lesnar versus Goldberg.
We'll be talking about that in a bit later. So well done for jumping the gun.
Sorry,
Martin.
I'm a bit premature for you.
Always splurging out everywhere, aren't you?
All over the place.
Clean up after yourself. Anyway, moving back to where Big Show's actually put himself into the Memorial Battle Royal, which he's actually the previous winner of. If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
So hopefully he's hoping to become a two-time Battle Memorial winner. Okay, two-time, just to take respect from a certain DDP. P. What? Don't you remember his sayings? Bada bing, bada boom, bada bang. Anyway, back onto subject. There's the rumor of Shinsuke Nakamura coming up to the main roster. The only question is he going on Raw or is he going on SmackDown?
Definitely.
Personally, I think he should go on SmackDown.
Gives him time to learn. He can work with people he's familiar with. AJ Styles versus Shinsuke Nakamura would be one of the best feuds.
But it's not going to happen.
SummerSlam.
That will be amazing. The Shinsuke versus AJ Styles. Sold.
But no, so I'm looking forward to that. Right, let's move a little bit across to Japan. So Noah are getting ready to kick off their World Tag Team Championship tournament. Well, I say championship, it's just a World Tag Team tournament where they've invited across tag teams from across the globe. So TNA have submitted their entry, or Impact Wrestling, however you want to know them.
Anthem Wrestling, Big Bird, TNA Special, whatever you want to call them.
I think Lucha Underground are looking to put a team in. Obviously, they're just doing that to just boost their coverage. Normally, it's one of the homegrown teams that wins the tournament, unless they're already contracted.
Agreed. However, I know with Lucha Underground, they actually had recently a bit of controversy to do with the Tijuana Wrestling Tag Team Champs when the Hardys won it. Unfortunately, when the Hardys won it,
we mentioned this too.
Yes, we couldn't actually highlight it. So relax, Lucha Underground.
No, but that should be interesting. Hardy Boys have been offered contracts to WWE.
That they have, but whether they take them or not is entirely up to them.
And also, while we're still over in Japan, have you seen that the big matches that are coming up over there soon? I know Will Ospreay's got a couple more coming up.
The man seems to be a working machine lately, isn't he? He's working damn hard, but doing some absolutely
David
amazing
Boyd
stuff.
Smith Jr. is still putting in a graft over there.
He is, but then again, he always has been an absolute. I'm just trying to remember the word that they call him. Is it Genjin or Gaijin?
Gaijin.
That was it.
Which is the outside, which is the Japanese for outsider.
Which the man is an amazing, accomplished Gaijin.
So, yeah, so that should be interesting. Obviously, North from Japan when it kicks in, because obviously they're going to start the build-up now to their major tournaments that come up over the next couple of months and years. Well, year.
Mm-hmm.
So, let's move back across to the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Back to America.
Ring of Honor. I've got their Supercard show coming up just before WrestleMania.
That they do.
Which is the Young Bucks versus the Hardys, and a rematch for the Ring of Honor tag team titles.
What a match is it?
Yes. You've also got the villain, Marty Scurll. I forget who he's facing. On there for the Supercard show. You've also got the Briscoes and Bully Ray defending the 6-man tag team titles. Is it the Neverweight tag team titles? Against the Bullet Club.
Yep. I'm just trying to get the details now for you.
But I know that's coming up this week. Also on the card, you'll have the Kingdom are there as well.
The Kingdom?
There's rumours that Mark Bennett might be able to rejoin the Kingdom soon, which would give him the ability to get the Kingdom back together and allow for more bookings for them in Japan.
So basically, you want the full card of the
just the main matches. Who's in who's facing Christopher Daniels?
Christopher Daniels versus Dalton Castle.
You've got Kazarian versus Marty Scurll, haven't you, for the TV title?
No.
Who's Marty Scurll facing for the TV title?
The former ROH World Champion, Adam Cole, baby.
Who's Kazarian got?
Kazarian is going against Punishment Martinez.
Is Colt Cabana there?
I'm just
Colt
trying to
Cabana.
find out if Colt Cabana is on
Colt
there.
Cabana.
No. The Kingdom, which is Matt Taven and Vinny Marseglia, is versus Bia City Bruiser and Silas Young. We've got Dragon Lee and Jay White versus Valdor Jr. and Will Ospreay. And we've also got Cody, because we're not allowed to mention his surname, because he's
Latest member of the Bullet Club.
not the latest member. He's a member of the Bullet Club. He's, if I'm not mistaken, a son of a plumber. Versus against Jay Lethal in a Texas bull rope match.
That should be a good match.
That will be a good match.
Did you see John Cena's latest post on Instagram and Twitter?
Would that be Jay Lethal? A picture of Jay Lethal? Now, there's the rumours that two people straight away, soon as they were mentioning, they were like, well, what the hell's going to happen here? But what's so interesting about this, and I do find this interesting, some people are saying, is going to be after Jay Lethal? Or are they going for ROH itself?
So the rumour is that WWE has made an inquiry about acquiring Ring of Honor from Sinclair Broadcasting. Sinclair Broadcasting's biggest issue with this is that it's trying to grow its own network, and Ring of Honor is a big part of growing its own network, but also getting Ring of Honor onto some other networks as well to boost the coverage.
Yes.
Why is WWE trying to acquire Ring of Honor? Probably because of the talents that it's got on there, and also due for it just adding content to the WWE network. So,
it does.
One of the things that could come from this is you see Ring of Honor on the WWE network, but still owned by Sinclair Broadcasting.
Potentially, if they do a dealership.
There was a survey that went round that basically asked everyone if they wanted more wrestling content on there instead of like the reality shows. Now, to do that, they'd have to strike deals with some wrestling companies. So this could be the first one of them deals.
Yes.
I know they're also in talks with Evolve because they've got a good working relationship with Evolve.
They always have.
Because of the WWN network, which WWE owns a 25% stake in.
Correct.
They've also got access to RevPro over here in ICW. It give ICW a great in because not only have they got their own network, they then have access to the WWE network.
Which straight away just produces more wrestling content. Now, straight away there, I can actually see the massive great point of it all being on the network. The only issue I can see is if actually WWE actually goes into purchasing the companies and taking them on full time. If that happens, the only issue I have with that is it becomes less of independence and just becomes a monopoly.
In all fairness, I don't think they want to acquire Ring of Honor. I think they want the tapes because it's content, and I understand where they're coming from.
Yes.
People get acquisitions very mixed up because acquiring a tape library and a company are two different things with two different costs.
Bingo, straight away. So straight away, I prefer the fact that if WWE was going to put the content on there, but not actually own the company, that's fine. Because straight away, the first thing that pops into my head is you then still get the outside, where people get their chance to break out, become bigger stars, or if they want to make a star that's not doing quite as well in WWE. If he goes on the independent scene, he'll come across as bigger and then do something special, which WWE will then recognise. Oh, he's doing something quite amazing here. Let's see if he's matured or done any improvements, and then it's sort of always that learning curve, and possibly put him onto NXT. So it's like a bit of a ladder, a ladder rung, a ladder step going up each step. What the problem with if it doesn't, it becomes more of a monopoly, and WWE just takes over everything. And if they became the only company where you had to wrestle, that creates a lot of issues in a way, because then it's just all just WWE creating the stars, and the problem with that is at times we don't want it to become just you want it to just be this and this. If it does become a monopoly of sorts, it can come across down the road someone implying that instead of it being like Roman Reigns, John Cena, The Rock, it's Wrestler 4982.
Yeah. So that'll be interesting. More will come from that over the next couple of weeks, months on there. But I actually think that's a good way to end.
It is, and the one thing I will just state right now, I think WWE are doing really well to be the top dog. I just don't want them to become a monopoly, because then if they
It's already a monopoly.
I mean,
all roads lead to the juggernauts.
No. What I mean is more of a monopoly at the moment. Yes, all roads lead to the juggernaut, but you still want to have the stepping stones to eventually lead up to it. You don't want to just go, oh, cut the stone out, cut that stone out, because then
there's greater creativity when there's more competition.
Potentially, and also if people are having the stepping stones cut underneath them, there's going to be less, future stars, because as they go for take a leap, they're having to drown and miss the step and hit the waters.
They're willing to try new things.
Exactly. You always have to have that. One comment that was brought up that Paul Heyman made on a podcast recently, and it's quite interesting. You've probably heard it from a few other wrestlers. Don't be scared of being fired. Try something new.
Yeah.
If it fails, they'll probably.
It's in from a recent interview. It's for one they did in England last year.
Yes, it is. Try something new. If it fails, right, what's the worst that's going to happen? You're going to go down, and
become one of the greats,
and whatnot. And then, but you still there's always that chance of trying again and again and again. But if you pull it off, if they're saying, oh, it doesn't work, and another saying that you like of Paul Heyman's, no, it's just what was it? The word no, it's just another word saying yes, but at a later time. Something along them lines.
But no, so that's it for this week. Obviously, you can find us at our usual places. You can find us on Facebook, Twitter, and Outlook, which is thebirdtruth@outlook.com. Obviously, search, press the like button, subscribe to us on YouTube as well, so you get updates when these are posted online.
But if you are actually on the YouTube channel and you do subscribe to us, please click on the add-on for notification, which looks like a tiny little bell. The reason why we need to do this is because that will highlight to you any of the latest videos that we do actually produce out and whatnot. But if you want to also subscribe, you can also subscribe to us on our Spreaker, which you most likely probably listen to us right now.
Well, no, you can find everything on there. We'd like to give a shout out to our colleagues over at the UK Wrestle Fan Zone.
Also known as the UK Wrestle Alliance.
Yeah, also to Changes.
Yeah, as we always we've mentioned the website numerous times. We do recommend Changes to you.
Yeah, and then also for YouTube content for those people that want to laugh, you can go on there and you can find Botchamania. Or if you're into your anime, you can go on there and find Team 4-Star.
Team 4-Star. Which just recently produced a brand new episode, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
And I believe Botchamania has been producing some new episodes. You can either check on there for YouTube, you can check on for Daily Motion, or if you're feeling daring, you can go to www.botchamania.com. And you're welcome, Matthew.
Yeah. But other than that, folks, stay safe.
So stay well, stay safe. We will most likely catch you next week at a possible regular scheduled time.
As long as Matt isn't late.
As long as I'm not busy working, which I'm hopefully not. From the top of my head, nope, I'm not. So I should be 100% refreshed, ready for some news telling. So with that, stay well, stay safe, and catch you next week.
Bye, folks.
Bye bye.
See you later.